Welcome to the Take a Listing Today podcast, where our hosts Jim Studebaker and Todd Robertson give you strategies to get you out of the office right now so you can take a new listing today. And now, here's Jim and Todd.
Hello there. Welcome back to Take a Listing Today podcast. Jim Studebaker over here, and there's Todd Robertson.
And over here, our producer, Lisa Gray in the house.
We are all back together for you. Thanks for joining us. And don't forget to visit our website, takealistingtoday.com, to learn about our upcoming shows, view past episodes, and much, much more. Lisa, do we know what the much, much more is there?
It's exciting.
It's exciting?
It's a mystery. We're creating a mystery.
Yes. It will be a mystery to see if anybody actually asks what the more part is. But today, we have a wonderful show for you. It is Rescue Renters from the Rent Race. How to launch a campaign in just minutes. And we're going to speak with, on the phone here, somebody who is doing a renter campaign and is having great success, right?
Perfect.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, part of the show today, we're going to actually walk through the super easy, super fast, don't blink or you will miss it, way to schedule your own renter campaign. It is that easy.
Nice.
But before we do that, we've got some masters, some agents that have already mastered it. They are into it, and we're very excited to get on the phone and give one of them
Let's
a call.
do this.
All right.
So I'm going to whip on over
Yes, we
to
have
the
some
phone.
great technology here at the Take a Listing Today podcast where the phone is way over there.
Right.
So Lisa has to go over there. So now let's cut to the shot of Lisa's head bopping by. Can we see that now? Okay, there she goes. She's crouching down. Oh,
Okay.
nope, I saw you in the camera there, so you didn't quite make it. Don't fall off the chair.
Okay, just
We're having
enough,
a lot of issues here
just
today.
enough leash.
All right.
Show number 80. You think this was our second
Wow.
show?
You think we had just started this. Can we believe 80? That seems like a lot of shows to deal with,
That's pretty neat, yeah.
but there we are. Oh, look at that. She's dialing.
It's working.
We'll see what kind of success we have with that.
Surprise phone call. We're going to make this person very, very happy here.
Yes. This is Elizabeth.
Yes.
From New York. Let's hope she answers.
All right, we'll see.
Hello?
Hello, is this Elizabeth?
Yes.
Elizabeth, this is Jim and Todd and Lisa. We're calling on behalf of Prospects Plus. Have you heard of that place? They do postcards.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Oh, that's not good.
We're calling you on the Take a Listing Today podcast. And yeah, so congratulations.
And we wanted to talk to
Oh
you.
my goodness, thank you.
Yeah, we wanted to talk to you about a renter campaign that you recently booked through ProspectsPLUS.com. Our show today is all about targeting renters, and we wanted to get your opinion of why this is a great market to go after.
Oh my gosh, you got me off guard.
I
Or
know.
why did you choose that, Elizabeth?
Why I chose renters?
Yeah.
Well, I believe that they're overpaying here in Palm Coast. Anywhere in Florida, they're overpaying. You know, they might as well pay for a mortgage. for a lot less.
Right. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, it could benefit them, absolutely.
But also the unique thing that I admire that you're doing this kind of campaign is that a lot of people, when they do some kind of farming, they're like, oh, I don't want that area, because that's renters. So I admire the fact that you're stepping up and going fishing where most people aren't, right?
Oh, yeah, well, to tell the truth, to be honest, this is the first time I go after renters.
Really impressive.
That is awesome. That is awesome, Elizabeth. And you know what? The fact that some agents are afraid to do this means that you're going to stand out even more. There is less competition going after these people, and they really do need your help because many of them don't understand that you don't necessarily need 20% down, that what you're paying in rent each month is similar to what you would pay for a mortgage. So you are the educator, and you are going to make positive, wonderful change in many people's lives. That is awesome.
I appreciate those words. Thank you so much. But I tell you one thing, I have to be grateful to you guys because it's because of you guys, your videos on YouTube is the reason why I'm doing this.
Really?
Which videos have you watched?
What? Really?
Elizabeth, we always joke around.
Wow.
We always joke around that we only think that the people that watch our videos are our family members and a couple employees. Which videos did you watch?
We're listening.
That's wonderful. We're here for you, Elizabeth. I have another question about your campaign. I noticed that you chose to do a weekly campaign. That is phenomenal because you are going to hit these people over and over again until they are just going to want to pick up that phone and call. What made you decide to go weekly versus monthly? How'd you get that decision? Where'd that come about?
Well, coming from New York, I'm a hustler, I like to bother people.
Oh, I love it. I like your style.
And once I get something good, I'm like a dog. I hold on to it like a bone.
That's great. That's great. And you're probably very successful because of it.
I will be. Last year was rough because of COVID-19. Unfortunately, I lost a lot of contracts.
Right.
But this year, I'm hopeful,
Yep.
and I'm just hopeful. I thank God, and we're all good here, and I hope the same to you and your families. But I'm hopeful that everything will be fine this year.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. I can just tell by your energy and enthusiasm, you're going to do great out there.
Thank you so much.
Jim, we should give her a chance to win something. Elizabeth, you were so fun, and we caught you off guard, and you brought value to the show today. And Jim, what should we do for her?
I would love to do that, Todd. That's a great idea. Elizabeth, would you like to win something great?
Am I going on a trip to Aruba?
This is not that kind of show, Elizabeth. This is the low budget podcast.
Yeah, that's the show that we do every other week. Unfortunately, this is the other week.
Exactly. So that's not now. But Lisa, what can we offer Elizabeth?
We can offer her a gift card for Prospects Plus. So you'll be able to use that for some more marketing on Prospects Plus.
Can we make it better than this lame $25 gift card?
Can we make it 100 if she gets it right?
100?
I'd like
Why don't we do that?
Wow, I think she deserves that. She is a warrior and she's a pioneer. She's going after people.
All right, Elizabeth, Jim is going to pick a question, and he's going to give you 3 options. And if you get it correct, we're going to send you a gift card for $100 marketing, however you want to use it, in the Prospects Plus company.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, the pressure.
All right. This is even real estate related, Elizabeth.
Ooh.
You don't like that?
Okay.
We've had some weird questions, as you know, since you watch our show, but this is real estate related.
Yeah.
So, so here it is. 7% of home buyers reported what as the most difficult part of the buying process? Was it A, saving for the down payment, B, getting a mortgage, or C, keeping it a secret from the mother-in-law?
This is worth $100, Elizabeth. I'm rooting for
Repeat the
you.
question again, please.
7% of home buyers reported what as the most difficult part of the buying process? Saving for the down payment, getting a mortgage, or not letting the mother-in-law know about it?
I say down payment.
Down payment. Is down payment the correct answer?
Oh, Elizabeth, you would have loved
Was
it.
it B? Was it really B? Or the mother-in-law?
The mother-in-law.
Getting a mortgage. That was the
getting the
answer.
mortgage.
You know what? She's been so
Wow.
wonderful. Let's give her one more at-bat.
One more?
Yeah.
All right.
Don't
Oh
tell
my God,
anybody.
thank you
We normally
guys.
don't do second chances, but you're incredible. So
Oh, sweetheart, thank you.
We only give second chances when they don't get the first one right. So
right.
We'll go ahead and do that.
Or in Floyd's case, he got 3 chances because 3 strikes.
Right, he brought it in
You
3
guys
strikes
are
before
funny.
you, Ralph. So okay, Elizabeth.
Okay.
Take a breath here. The average.
Set your wine down. Here we go.
The average person does what 13 times a day? A, laughs. B, coughs. C, passes gas.
Oh, jeez.
You're joking.
That's what it says.
I don't reading it right from the card. I can't believe it either myself.
Oh, jeez.
It's worth $100, as crazy as it sounds.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, 13 times a day.
Yes.
What's A and B again? I remember the last one, but what's B?
Laughs or coughs?
Oh,
Oh, this is a tough one.
man.
It almost seems unfair, doesn't it?
I know a lot of people who don't laugh at all, so that can't be.
Right.
That can't be.
Oh, okay.
Cough. 13 times a day. That's excessive.
Yeah.
Might be. Might be the gas. I don't know.
I think it's the gas.
All right. Final answer?
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Give me a lifeline.
Lifeline.
Passes gas. Is that the correct answer?
Oh, gosh.
What? I already guessed that.
No, that was not even a fair question.
I think she.
Laughs. Elizabeth, you should have known that. You've laughed like 508 times so
Well, that's
far
why it
just in
didn't
our
work.
call.
That's why it didn't work. She's
But
laughing
if you meet
more.
my husband, he doesn't laugh at all.
Oh,
okay.
maybe
She has
the
to
question.
make up for it by laughing more.
He's not the average
Now,
person.
Elizabeth, our guest last week, if you saw our show, was Floyd Wickman, and we asked Floyd a question as well. He got it wrong, and he teaches a course where it's 3 strikes, you're out. He goes, "Hey guys, there's only 2 strikes." So we had to give him
Strike
another
number 2,
one.
he says that.
Yeah, strike. No, yeah, he was happy. He's like, "That's only
Right.
strike 2." So
She's only had 2
sweet Lord.
strikes.
All right.
So
Question number 3,
gosh,
because
the
you've
first
been such a joy to have on our show, Elizabeth. Here we go.
He's such a sweetheart.
What?
Okay.
What is the most common color of toilet paper in France?
Oh, I know this one.
A, blue.
oh boy.
B, white. C, pink.
In France?
In France, yes.
Oh, hint.
Give her a hint.
The country? I
Yeah.
think it's white. Isn't
Wait.
it white everywhere?
France, yes, I believe it's France, the country. You know where they like to drink wine, which is,
A certain color.
yes, it's the wine they drink is not blue
If
or
they spilled the wine
white.
on white toilet paper, what color would the paper look?
Right.
Pink?
Oh,
Pink.
Oh,
Wait.
Elizabeth.
Is pink the right answer?
Oh, Love
There
it.
we go. The French love their pink toilet paper.
Oh, they really have pink toilet
They really do.
They really do. So you learned something new today, see?
Wow.
So
Did you know that, Lisa?
Yes, I did know that.
Gosh.
Well, why do you tell her? Why am I coming up with things?
I was trying
Thank you for your help, by the way.
to team.
Elizabeth,
Okay.
congratulations. We're going to send you out a gift card, and if you
I
would
love
like a
you guys.
copy,
Thank
if you would
you.
like a copy of Become a Listing Legend of my book, we'll sign it and send that to you as well if you'd like one.
Absolutely. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm so honored. Thank you.
We'll make that happen for you. Thanks for being such a fun guest. It was great having you, and keep up with the campaigns. If you need help, call us, our support team. We have your back, and
Absolutely.
keep us. It'd be great to hear success stories as that campaign is evolving.
That would be great.
Yes, that'll be great. Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth. We'll talk to you later.
Have a great day. Thanks.
All right.
Thanks,
Bye.
you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Well, see, there we go. Crouching to say the phone. You're like a ninja going across the floor there.
You're right. This was for our entertainment. This is great.
I think maybe we should just leave the phone over there. That's pretty nice. You can
That's
see
my
this.
exercise for the day. Ninja
Wow.
across the
Elizabeth
room.
has a very high opinion of you and I, Todd. How was that?
Well, because apparently she's the only one that watches our show, and we called the right person.
Wait, was that your mom? It was my mom. Wrong name.
Her Connie, but I told her to change it to
Okay.
Elizabeth during the show.
Good call. Okay. All right. Well,
Okay.
well, that was fun. So now we're going to talk about rescuing renters from the rent race. Here's a great statistic. 12 million Americans spend more than half of their earnings on rent. That's terrible.
Do you think they would be aware of it, but they probably don't know there's an alternative.
Well, they're aware of it, but they're probably just, right? It's probably one of those things. I'll move in here. I'm just going to rent for a while. Then 10
Right.
years later, you wake up going, okay, that was a waste of, I didn't
Right.
build any equity, no tax, no.
Right. I mean, you might have a good reason for it. Maybe you're only in town, for 6 months or something.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you're going to be around for any period of time, then buying obviously is the better way
Correct.
to go. So there's actually some direct reports that Lisa has been kind enough. Direct response reports.
Direct
thank
response
you.
reports, yes.
That is available on ProspectsPLUS.com, the fine sponsor of our show. And some of these reports can help to let people know why they should buy versus rent. And actually, some people here in our office went through this and didn't realize that there was such a difference.
Exactly, and I wrote that down in our producers meeting because, so this is rent versus own, and it kind of breaks down your initial costs, your recurring costs, and over a 5-year time period. And we had 2 of our young guns sitting around a meeting as this was floating around. This inspired them, And now they are homeowners because of this one piece
Yeah.
of paper sitting
Yeah.
down there going, well, geez, why did... And all you have to really do is work on two things, which everybody watching and listening knows, is those buyers that you're helping, like Elizabeth is going after. You just have to help them, boom, make sure their credit is strong and they have a little bit of a down. Those two variables, then it's showtime.
Yeah, this is a great report. If you are going to go after renters, get this report. It's called Rent versus Own. It's under Direct Response Reports on our site. You can download it for $19 and make copies, as many as you possibly need, or you can have us run a bunch of copies for you and ship it out to you.
And I bet we could even show people how to get to that report here later in the show.
Yes,
when we
I
go
do the
live
tour.
to the
That's a
ProspectsPLUS.com
great
website.
idea. This is such a phenomenal report. I mean, just the initial cost for renting versus, let's see, I got to get my glasses on. Hold on here. So, okay, the reoccurring monthly costs, a mortgage payment, they're looking at, there's some statistics on here. I believe it's a $230,000 home or $240,000 home that
Yep.
they're using, and certain other numbers. But a mortgage payment would be $1,411 versus a rent payment, the average rent payment, this is across the country right now, $1,500. So right there, you're actually saving money on the reoccurring costs. Down payment, everybody knows when you're renting, you've got to put the security first, last. The average down payment you need to rent an apartment is $4,500. Do you know the cost to buy, if you're putting 3.5% down payment, and that's typical of many first-time home buyers, is $10,500. So actually, only $6,000 more, and you're ready to buy versus rent. So these are some of the great stats that are on this report. Again, any agent that's in this market going after renters, they want this report. You got to get this report and get it in the hands of your renters. Offer it on your direct mail, postcards.
And that down payment is a great number that you mentioned, Lisa, because a lot of people still have in their heads that you have to have a 20% down payment to buy a house, which absolutely is not true. You can get in with lower down payment. And there's programs out there that allow you to do that. And there's also down payment assistance programs depending on
Exactly.
where you are, income level,
And
things
for
like
a lot
that.
of people that are renting right now, it's a matter of making a couple of phone calls, right? Like we've had some employees do that recently. We have a couple that made some phone calls, went and visited, say, okay, what do I need to get in order to get my mortgage? And they tell you because they want your business. So they're going to help you get to the finish line.
Well, and we have the other report. Do you have that there? They have 4 mortgage options with
Yep.
low down payments. Again, this is another one of the direct response reports on ProspectsPLUS.com.
Is this Rossi's third eye looking at
This
us
is-
here? Where
Do you think Rossi watches our show?
I think he must, because he writes in all the time. How's that third eye looking at you?
Oh, so he's always watching us without
Right.
him even being here.
That's how he's watching. Yes.
So Lisa brought up a great point. So 4 mortgage options with low down payments. This is a report, and we're going to show you how to get this later on. And I'll just touch on them quickly. Number 1 is the 3% down payment mortgage Fannie Mae. They have that. Make a phone call, ask some questions. Number 2, the Freddie Mac Home One loan. Okay, ask about that. So there are 4 of them here. The point is, you call a loan officer, they're going to have these options available. They're going to know what you qualify for. They're going to ask you some questions. They are going to help. So think about this. Elizabeth is going after what most people don't want to go after, right? So most people might tune out on this show. Oh, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. She's going to double into a lot of transactions.
She is, because she's going to go into a listing appointment
Right.
with a list of buyers already in her possession, instead of saying,
Yes.
let me list your house and then I'll start marketing it, and you know what, a buyer will show up.
So expand on that a little bit. So how is she going to do that? Because this is a home run point if a realtor can get this right
Absolutely. Is this something that you wanted to show, Lisa, or should I just talk about it?
Yes, I actually would like to show it. I was just thinking.
Because that would probably make more sense for our wonderful viewers
Yeah,
to
let me
see how we do it. And
You guys keep talking. I'm going to do something.
we ran out of stuff to
over
say,
here.
so we're all waiting on you at this point. Okay, how about net worth? Can we share that?
Yes.
Because that's a great statistic.
now? Oh, this is mind-blowing, believe it or
Yeah.
not.
The average homeowner has a net worth of $195,000. The average renter's net worth is $5,400. So a homeowner has a net worth roughly 36 times that of a renter.
And what does that tell you? It just tells you the power of compounding, the power of time. Time gets away from you. You're going to make that payment anyway. You wake up 10 years later, it's helped you tax-wise, it's helped you build equity, it's helped you do a lot of great things.
That's exactly right. And then what is the renter doing? Nothing, because you're not building any equity. You are building equity for your landlord.
Right.
Which for you landlords out there, that's a great thing. But if you're renting a house, that's not quite a good thing. And you, as the professional real estate agent, it's your job to communicate that to the renters out there, to show those renters how they would be much better off if they actually owned a home.
And we're going to keep going. Lisa's going to pull up what you could bring to the listing appointment.
Lisa's typing up an encyclopedia over there. I'm not sure what's going on there.
I was just logging in and my password for whatever reason.
So those crazy passwords, they change all the time. And
who's going to ever figure that one out?
Nobody. Until they have the biometric passwords. And
another point we should bring up to our listeners right now is they have the ability on our website now to map it. In other words, they could go in and see what opportunities are in their areas, in their zip codes. So you can map it, right, and find out, boom, where are the high-income renters.
Exactly. There, you just mentioned the point that I wanted to say was that these aren't just any renters. These are renters with a high income. So these are people who are more likely to be able to buy a house.
And the realtor can choose what that income is based upon if they're in Kentucky, Malibu, Boston, wherever.
Exactly.
Miami.
So demographic data available. You're a renter and your income is in this range. Give it to me. And you're in this area,
right?
Geographic area where you work. Then you print that up, you bring it to your listing appointment, and there we go. Should Todd and I start breaking into some jokes here, perhaps? Or
Yes.
It's all right. You know, it's a live show. We don't edit out the goof ups. So
we leave them all in.
Yeah, it's just I'm going to have to reset
but,
the password.
But I want to bring up a point about market dominators. So one of our products, we've had some people in the past not want to take a carrier route because of renters. So let's discuss that just for a second. So a carrier route, right? The average one in the country is about 500, but they can go all the way up to
500 deliveries on that route.
Right, 500 deliveries. Every door direct just means a mail carrier is going to hit that area every single day. And a lot of our people say, well, I like this area and this area, but I don't want that area. So share how we get them to say, wait a minute, let's embrace that area, right?
Sure.
We know you want that building, but also this stuff over here. And we've had a lot of people bail, but explain why they should not bail.
Well, you shouldn't bail because three reasons. First reason, you can't.
Right.
Because it's a carrier route, so it's not a choice.
Right.
But it makes sense to do it because if you're hitting renters there, boom, you talk to them about buying their own home, which is these two reports that we just talked about, why you should buy versus renting. Now, if your carrier route, if it's so big that it goes into an area that is half the home value of what you're really aiming for,
right,
collect some referral fees.
Right, exactly.
Right, give it to another agent in the office.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, and to your point about referral fees, that came up yesterday over the phone when somebody called in wanting to sign up for one of our programs. Is they said, well, I'm just going to do this because I don't want all those areas. And I reminded them, I said, guess what? Everybody, and we all know this, right? But it's hard to grasp. Everybody knows somebody who will buy or sell in the next 12 months.
That's another great point.
Everybody does.
So even if the place that's half priced
Correct.
from what you're really aiming for, maybe they're not ready, but their rich uncle,
and you brought up the referral,
are going to be
exactly
ready to go.
So everybody does. Think about people in our office. We
Sure.
know them. We know friends. We know family. So exactly, go fishing where people aren't going fishing. Right? There's going to be competition in obvious areas, but let's go fishing where there aren't any boats, any poles in water, any baits. Now
there's lots of fish.
A lot of fish. And not only that, we can help them build equity and get strong.
Right.
So Elizabeth's mindset is really incredible.
Yeah. She doesn't know what color the toilet paper is in France, but her mindset is very good.
We had to help her there because third strike and it was going to be over. I mean,
So I'm ready for you guys now.
Hey, all right.
I've
Congratulations.
overcome, I've adapted. Thank you.
Hey, you
What
get a
do I
little
win?
ding
you just
there.
won a $4 gift card to
That's all we can afford after giving away these
To
$100
big
gift
lots,
cards.
To big lots,
and plane
Plane
tickets.
tickets, right,
Oh, boy.
yeah.
Did that get authorized?
I want to actually show
I
a
bought
couple
that yet?
different
Yeah.
things because we talked about a lot of really cool things. So the first thing I want to show before I get into the tour, of the renter schedule campaign is I do want to show where you can map your renter list. So anybody who's grabbed
Nice.
a renter prospect list,
Mm-hmm.
you go up to the right corner of your screen where your name is, click on the drop-down menu, and go down to mailing lists in the drop-down menu, and you'll see all of your mailing lists there. You see I have one here, Renters in a Farm.
Mm-hmm.
Go over to the options, the blue button, hit that little arrow, hit map it. Now you've got your map.
Nice.
And all you have to do from here is click on the right corner of the internet icon, which I'm not going to do that because I have that hidden right now to create a beautiful full screen. But your browser in the right corner, if you click on that and click the drop-down menu, there is a print button there, and you can go ahead and print your screen. And there you go. You can take that with you.
That's very nice.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, super easy.
so you already had a list of renters.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And you just click the blue button, map it. There's the map.
Yep.
You print it and take that with you. And
Take
say,
that with you
this
on your
is your
listing
renters.
appointment, yeah.
Do we want to show how you get the renters list?
Yes, I am definitely going to show that. I want to show one other thing first.
Okay.
We were talking about those amazing reports.
That's mind blowing right there. I love what you just showed because 0% of agents, I would say 1%, our agents can bring that to the kitchen table, but their competition will not. How impressive is that to lay that down and go, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I've done some homework for you. We don't know 100%, but here's a map of people, high-income renters that would qualify for your house, and I'm going to mail out and visit them because I can stop by. That's a mind-blowing.
Well, and think about somebody like Elizabeth. Let's go 6 months out. So she's got I think it was 11 postcard campaign. She's hitting them weekly. So let's go out a few months, and now she's at a listing appointment. Not only she's showing a map of renters, but these are renters she's been communicating with
Right.
for months now.
So they
she
know
has a
her.
relationship
Right.
with them, the potential buyers. And why this is important, some people may think, well, wait, why does it matter there are renters in the same area as the listings? Because NAR has a statistic that states that the when somebody moves, they move within 15 miles of the last residence, whether they're renting or they own a home.
People want to stay within their bubble, right?
Yeah,
Right.
within 15 miles. So that's
Right.
where you want to grab the renters. That's why you want to grab the buyers, and
Nice.
that's where your listings are going to be. You're working that farm, it's all there. It's all in that same space. So that's why that's powerful. Okay, so the one other thing I want to show before I get into campaign is I've gone to products and my horizontal navigation bar here, and I'm going to go down to flyers, and I want to just show everyone where they can get those 2 super cool flyers or direct response reports that we just showed earlier. So I clicked on the direct response report tab. I'm now in here where all of our reports are, and we have a ton of them. We have a report for everything. And again, just scroll down to the report that will work for you. And
Boom.
this is the one we
There
were
it is.
talking about, the rent versus own. So
Look at
here's the
that.
report. Again, you can download and print yourself, or if you are a busy agent, which I think you all are right now for the most part, then have us do it for you. The other one, the 4 mortgage options, is I think it's up a little higher here. It's in here as well. Here it is right here. So you just click on that, and the checkout process is just seconds. And you've got this report, and you can use it in all of your direct mail pieces. So it's a beautiful thing. But now, drum roll, I'm going to go into campaigns and show everyone just how easy it is to schedule a 1-year renter campaign. And we just added, based on popular demand, more postcard designs to these renter campaigns just specifically for that purpose. So you can either attack renters like the warrior Elizabeth and hit them every week, or if you want to hit them once a month, you can actually hit them for a year. You can be in their face, as Elizabeth says, for a year. So I am actually down where the renter campaigns are, and I'm going to go ahead and click on the campaign. And you'll notice all the postcards here have populated for 1 year. If I decide that I want to do a shorter postcard or a campaign, or I want to eliminate certain postcards, all I have to do is uncheck the blue button or the blue box, and those postcards will be skipped. If I keep them defaulted to checked, all of these boxes, then all of these postcards will go. On the left-hand side here, you'll see a vertical column. At the top of the column, there's an overview of the campaign as it is right now. 12 postcards. The start date is the 1st of March. The end date is the 17th of May. The interval is now set to weekly. I can go ahead and change that if I would like to bi-weekly, monthly, or bi-monthly.
And when you change that, it changes the dates on the right?
Yes, I'll show
Very
you.
nice.
So I just changed to monthly, and you'll see all of the dates changed accordingly. So now it's actually a one-year campaign because, again, there's 12 postcards. And then it defaults to jumbo. And why would it default to jumbo?
Because it's better, a stronger
Because it's
option.
better.
It's bigger. Bigger is better.
We're
Bigger is
serving
better.
up something that's going to have more impact for them.
Yeah.
What do we not know over here?
Right?
right, exactly.
It seemed like a trick question.
According to us, yeah.
Right.
Right. And the super cool thing, it defaults to standard class. When you're scheduling a campaign, you actually have time to utilize standard class mail because, if you're scheduling postcards to go out once a month, you've got that period of time available.
So that's why they're jumbo, because you can't send out the smaller postcard with standard class postage.
That is very true. That is very true. Let's see. Okay, so as I scroll down here, I can add my list. And when you are scheduling a renter campaign, and this is something I didn't show, I'm going to show this after the fact. But if you already have your list, which as you know I did, all I do is grab my list, right? Here's my list, I select, and I'm good to go. For those that do not have the list, I'm going to just go back out of here really quickly. I hope this isn't a little wonky, but I want to just show those of you that get to that where it says add list and you think, wait, I don't have a list. Well, don't worry, no fear, super fast. I clicked on mailing list tab. I'm in the mailing list section. I'm scrolling down to demographic mailing list, hitting build my own. Go ahead and put in the zip code. You can even put a specific street address in or a home address in. Hit search, and the next screen there are 7 different options, or you can create a custom list, and the second option here is high income renters. So that's how easy it is to
Beautiful.
grab
And
this
thanks for
list.
going through that, because that shows a realtor sitting in front of their computer and they can rewatch this and just simply go through those steps.
Right.
And here's what's great. Once you handle this, and she's going to show you this, then you have things working for you while you're prospecting and going on appointments.
Right.
You can forget about your postcard marketing because
Correct.
it's happening for you automatically.
And you don't have to do it 12 times. I mean, it's blowing up our postcard campaigns for an obvious reason.
Right. So, this took me, this was a segue that was all of, I just named my list here, all of what, I don't know, was that 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had to go over and grab my list. Took me 30 seconds. I go ahead and check out with this list and come back in, and now I'm ready to finish my campaign. So I'm going to go back down to...
So you did your list.
Yeah.
You actually check it out.
Yep.
Thank you for your order. Then go back to the campaign.
Yeah, go back to the campaign.
Got it.
Yeah. So if you don't have your list, you're going to have to do that 30-second segue. But again, it was literally 30 seconds. All you have to click on is high-income renters, and bam, you're out of it. You don't have to do any other selecting. It's not some crazy data site where you're having 100 options to grab. Under
Simplicity.
30, yeah, under 30 seconds, you've got it. We're back in here. We're back into our campaign. We've got we're going to do that monthly, 1-year campaign, jumbo size. Now you can add your list. So you go ahead and you add your list, and then you're just going to grab your back. And there's a lot of great backs to choose from. Some have some homes on them that you can add. Some are for teams. There's a lot of options here. Pick the one that you like best, and you can actually customize that back. So I'm going to hit the next screen here.
And as that's coming up, I think an important point is, so if I'm a realtor watching this and going through this right now, I don't have to get scared going, oh my gosh, I made a mistake, because I could go back 2 months from now and change something or change a different postcard, right?
Yes.
So that's an important...
Yeah, that's a really great thing about our scheduled campaigns. I call them no risk. I really do.
Right.
They are, to me, they are no risk, because when you set this campaign today, you're setting it for your first card to go out. So that first one's going to go out, and you can set that to go out within 2 days. You could set it to go out within 2 weeks. Whenever you want to schedule that first one to go out, it will go out. That's what you're paying for. You're not paying for anything else. Nothing else is carved in stone.
Right, it's not a contract, exactly.
Yep, you actually have time. So before that next postcard goes out, let's say you want to add some more people to your list. You have a couple more people,
right?
You want to take some people out of the list. You have a new photo, a beautiful new photograph of yourself you want to put in. Any of these changes that you're making, they will be changed in your campaign. and the campaign will be adapted and go out beautifully the next month. So you can change, you can cancel up until the night before, and you will get reminder emails that will help you with that. So, and what's really cool about this back, however you customize and set this back, it will become your new custom default back, and you will see this available for you no matter what you're doing on our site. So if you're setting just listed, just sold cards, whatever that is, if you make changes to this back, put a little message on here, maybe you've got an opt-in that you want to add.
Yeah, that's a great piece, a great addition.
Yeah, whatever you do to this, it will be saved as your custom back. That will be used as your back for all of the postcards in this campaign, and it'll be available to you from this moment forward. So that's a really cool thing as well. So I hit next. I'm out of the editing screen. By the way, did you notice in the editing screen, I don't have to do anything if I don't want, because it populated all of my information for my profile.
Plugged in your logo, you plugged in your information, it's all there.
The photo, all of it. Yeah, super easy.
So if we weren't talking, we're at like 20 seconds so far to get through this whole process.
Right.
Absolutely. 30 seconds for to purchase your list if you don't already have one. Another, 40 seconds, maybe under a minute to knock through this. So now it's the proof screen. So it's showing the front of the cards. We've got your logo on the front of the card, showing your new back that you have decided you're going to go with. You've got your list here in the right-hand vertical column. You can see an overview of everything. You can actually, there's a project name there it defaulted to. You can change that to any name you want it to. You can name the subdivision that you grabbed. Whatever you want to call that, you go ahead and call that. And then if everything looks good, you just click on this is my final proof, and you check out your campaign. And now you are on the checkout screen. If you've got your credit card on file, it's already showing that your credit card is on file in the last 4 digits. It is PCI compliant, so of course it is very safe, that credit card on file. And you're ready to schedule your campaign. And again, it's only showing, if you notice to the right here below this yellow button, it's only showing the first month, because that's all we know right now. You may be changing your list. You may be doing other changes in the future, right? So all we care about is what you're paying right now for this first card to go out. But that is how quick and simple it is to schedule a 1-year renter campaign. Similar to what Elizabeth did, although she did it weekly because she's a powerhouse.
Exactly.
She's hitting them every week.
And if anybody needs help with setting up a campaign, we should direct them to the Campaign Cowboy.
Yes.
Oh, yes, the Campaign Cowboy, who has made several appearances here on the show.
Yeah, we have to lock the door from now on when he's in town, apparently.
But we have if 2 security guys out there, one to wake up the other one when he falls asleep. And
exactly, the guy outside in the chair, the slumped over. But if you want help, call the Campaign Cowboy. He does run this division, 214-557-6453, and I believe he has a promo code to give people to maybe help them with their a portion of their first order.
He does, but only he has that code, so you'll have to ask him.
Well, another way to reach him is cowboy@prospectsplus.com.
Okay, there we go.
Super easy. Another awesome thing that the Cowboy does is he has a daily training. Do you believe that? Monday through Friday.
That's right.
Every day he offers a free training, and we have a lot of agents showing up for this. I'm on the page right now. So if you see the navigation bar here along the top, I just went to resources, click on live training. Here is the information on the live training. It starts every day at 1 p.m. Eastern time. He's phenomenal. He is really
And those are the bullet points. That's what he's going to walk you through, and he just takes your questions, and he's just there to serve.
I don't know how he does that every day. I mean, I got to pump myself up to do this once a week.
Right.
And he's on there every day.
Yeah, he might be taking different vitamins than we are.
Could be. I should ask him to send me some.
So you can register right there. Also on the home screen, there's something right here for the live training as well. So join him, learn from him, ask him questions.
Exactly.
He's here for you. That's all he does, is he's here for agents to get them going on these campaigns, because we know these are game changers.
Huge game changers. And as you guys know, there is no fee for the show. We only ask that if you get value and learn something, that you share it up to your fellow colleagues. Correct?
That's
the only sponsor we will ever have is ourselves, and we do that intentionally.
That's right. Anything else, Lisa?
Nope, that's it.
Wow. That was very, very helpful for a bunch of people out there. And we want to thank you for joining us on today's show. Don't forget our sponsor, of course, Prospects Plus. They specialize in real estate marketing that works. Their website is ProspectsPLUS.com. Use their marketing, use their techniques you learned, and go take a listing today. Simple enough?
Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you, guys.